The study of how the Earth warms started with these four scientists 200 years ago. Let's start with Joseph Fournier. This French scientist in the 1820s theorized that the Earth has to have an atmosphere. We're just too far away from the sun to be this warm. I'd like to introduce to you American Eunice Foote. In the 1850s, she was the first to discover that carbon dioxide warms the air near it. She experimented with glass jars in the sun and found that the jar with CO2 warmed the most. In 1890, scientist Svante Arrhenius of Sweden, he calculated that if atmospheric carbon doubled, the Earth would warm by several degrees. And Guy Stewart Callendar of England made the first climate projections in the 1930s. He assembled the first evidence of global warming. In fact, to this day, some scientists call the greenhouse effect the Callendar effect. Now, here's how the greenhouse of our planet works. I'm going to bring up the Earth here. Here's the sun, solar energy coming down in the form of shortwave radiation. Now, we have a very thin atmosphere, a greenhouse that's keeping that warmth here on the Earth. If we didn't have this, our planet would be about 60 degrees colder. Now, we don't hold on to all the heat. We do have some outgoing radiation, long wave radiation that escapes our planet. Now, here's where CO2 comes in. By the burning of fossil fuels, we're pumping in a lot of CO2 into our atmosphere. So that carbon dioxide, what it's doing, as Eunice Foote discovered, is that it's absorbing that outgoing heat and it's radiating it in all directions. And this is what's warming our planet. Let's look at this a different way now. This is a graphic from Climate Central. It's looking at just the past 140 years. Now, the red line that you're seeing, that's carbon dioxide, CO2. The white scribbly line, this is temperatures going back all the way up to 2019. A couple things to notice, 290 parts per million is the CO2 to 2019, 410. The temperature has warmed by 1.2 degrees Celsius. Now, greenhouse gases make the planet livable. But changes in these greenhouse gas concentrations like CO2 is altering the climate and affecting the world around us.